your Red Devils. The Showcase is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Sesser Auto Body, Roley Excavating, Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn, Ren Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu and by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us. The Batter's Box in Woodlawn, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank with the Coach House Garages pregame show. The Showcase starts now.
Welcome into Christopher High School tonight. 2 quarterfinals of 2 of the best rivalries in boys basketball in Southern Illinois. The first one is the Woodlawn Cardinals versus the Waltonville Spartans. A very pleasant Wednesday evening, wherever you may be listening in on WMIX 94.1 FM or online at WMIXsports.com. Denny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside on the Coach House Garages pregame show. If you're in need of a garage, protect your car, prized possessions, Coach House Garages has the building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. Nice crowd filling in. Big games here tonight, not only regional finals, but rivalries as well. We'll take a break, come back, talk a little bit more about this one. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. After the break, more talk from the Christopher Regional in the Showcase on WMIX.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Coach House Garage is sponsored the pregame show. If you're looking for a garage builder, build a quality garage at a fair price with 5-year written warranty and financing available in the Coach House Garage is for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. Denny Czerwinski, Chris Hugo alongside. Familiar voices here, and of course, Chris, these are familiar teams. Same conferences for however many years, big rivals and everything. Not the way it's been in postseason in recent years. Not only not in the same region in a long time, haven't played each other in a long time either. Well, and of course, we take a look at the two teams. Surprisingly, Woodlawn Cardinals, of course, have gone up to the north. This is their first year back south since class expansion. First 2 times these teams have been in the same regional since the Woodlawn Regional back in 05-06. It'll be the first time that we can find these 2 teams have played in a regional since 1998 back at Waltonville when the tournament manager at Belva. And one of the guys that played in that regional is here tonight. He's the assistant coach and athletic director of Waltonville High School, Eric Widges. He was a junior that year in 1998. That Benton won the regional. And in 99, Waltonville played Sesser-Valier in the championship, and Sesser won that year. Went and beat Bree Central in the first game of that sectional at Sparta, and then lost to eventual state runner-up Chabot for Class 1A. Waltonville and Woodlawn here first. Christopher, Sesser-Valier next. You and I have talked. This gym will be filled to capacity by the time that 8 o'clock game starts tonight. Oh, well, it should be an excellent atmosphere here tonight. You have 2 county rivalries. Obviously, Jefferson well represented with the blacktop battle between Woodlawn and Waltonville. And then you have 148 represented here in Franklin County with Christopher and SB. Well, the starting lineups later on will be brought to you by the Batter's Box in Woodlawn. Baseball and softball lessons start Monday at the Batter's Box in Woodlawn. $12 an hour for 6 to 14-year-olds. Equipment provided. Give Scott Smith a call at 316-1437. We'll take another break, come back, talk a little bit more about this one between Woodlawn and Waltonville here from the Christopher Regional in the Showcase on WMIX.
A digestive problem can affect every area of your life. But now there's a specialist right here in town who focuses on digestive health. Mayo Clinic-trained Dr. Tegpal Atwal has opened the only gastroenterology clinic in Mount Vernon. Dr. Atwal treats acid reflux, gallbladder problems, inflammatory bowel disease, ulcers, and more. For your appointment with Dr. Atwal at Crossroads Specialty Clinic, call 618-241-9071.
With the housing market picking up and rates still low, now's the perfect time to purchase a home of your dreams. Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist from People's National Bank. People's National Bank has several different programs to choose from to help get you in the home of your dreams. Stop by and see me, Joy Schrader, or apply online at peoplesnationalbank.com today.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Rowley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Rowley at 237-0552. That's 237-0552. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
Don't just dream about a better job. Go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Rend Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Rend Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
We're worldwide. This is The Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Community First Bank, the title sponsor of high school sports on WMIX. Make your own great play, and when you open a Community First Bank free high-yield checking account that earns cash back, just ask for one. Member FDIC. This is the Coach House Garage's pregame show. If you need a garage, text your prize possessions. Give Daryl Sheridan a card 244-1061. Denny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside. This place starting to fill up. As you head down the road, you head on out. Here to Christopher. Waltonville Woodlawn played twice already this year. Woodlawn won at Waltonville in December, 49-39. Beat Waltonville at the Midland Trail, 47-25. A month later, here they are again for the third and final time.
Well, it's hard to believe that finally it's a postseason matchup. Been so long since we've seen these two teams in the same regional. Been even longer since these two teams have been able to play each other in postseason. This one obviously probably the biggest of the three, without a shadow of a doubt, of course. Winner moves on to the regional championship game on AM 940 Friday night. Loser, of course, goes home. And, of course, for these two teams, the first matchup was a 10-point matchup. Second matchup was 22. What happens here tonight on another neutral floor? It'll be interesting to see how these two teams react. Such emotions here in this one. And basically, when you get these two teams together, I hate to use that tired cliche of throw out the records, but more often than not, that's what you have to do.
I'm ready to throw out everything in this one. It's such a big game tonight that Meridian head coach Jeff Mandrill is here. Over to our right, sitting in the top row, scouting, obviously, probably Woodlawn, and getting a look at, obviously, the other three teams here tonight. You may have heard of Woodlawn along the way, but this gym will be full. These kids all know each other. Waltonville Sesser Co-op and Woodlawn in football. Christopher's kind of in the middle. They battled the 148 stick in the summer in football, the weightlifting and conditioning that Johnny Hollis started. And, I mean, this is one of those games where everybody knows everybody. The winner goes on and plays somebody else you know very well. This is what high school basketball is all about. Two great rivalries here tonight, and, of course, one more coming on Friday.
Well, I'll take it a step further. I know when you and I first started doing this, what was then the Mid-South Conference Game of the Week, not technically the modern-day showcase, it was still two classes. And, of course, that first year we went to the Trico Regional. Waltonville beat Trico at Trico. But when we learned of class expansion, we learned what it was going to bring. We learned who was going to be in which class. This is the type of thing we had in mind, which maybe seeing Waltonville, Woodlawn, Christopher, and Sesser-Valier all maybe see some postseason success. We've seen it with Woodlawn. We've seen it with Sesser. Anything can happen in this particular regional. You go down south go to the southeast, well, northeast from here, east from here, the NCOE sectional, and anything could happen there. So it'll be interesting to see just who comes out of this regional, as these are the four of the teams we had in mind. We learned a four-class expansion.
Yeah, and we've been talking to a lot of people before, and Eric Stallman, all kinds of dignitaries sitting here on the stage with us as we get ready to go. As the clock winds down, we kind of play the cat and mouse game. We don't know if they're going to go straight to the anthem, if they're going to read 3 or 4 announcements, or what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to do the anthem first. We'll take a break. When we come back, the starting lineup, the opening tip. You're listening to the Christopher Regional on the Showcase on WMIX.
Enjoy fresh new market merchandise at Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Paula Dean's new Ripper House collection, and truckloads of new accessories are all 10 to 25% off. Or choose 24 months free financing store-wide at Newell's. So come in now while the selection's the best on America's favorite furniture. That's Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. New stuff and new savings.
Complete. That's the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois with a full sports medicine clinic, state-of-the-art MRI, a spine care team that focuses on pain management, arthroscopy specialists offering total joint replacement, hand surgery, and complete rehabilitation services. Doctors Chow, Houle, Ahn, Kowalski, Freehill, and Smith stand ready to serve you today with offices in Mount Vernon and Centralia and satellite offices in Benton and Nashville. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
The batter's box in Woodlawn has 17-foot ceilings with a half basketball court, full-length batting cage, pitching machine, and climate control for year-round use. The batter's box is a great place for basketball, baseball, or softball practice with active clinics and lessons in the spring and fall. Contact Scott Smith at 316-1437 to reserve the batter's box for your team or party. Speaking of parties, plan your next birthday party with the batter's box. Located at 614 North Main in Woodlawn. Call 316-1437 for prices and availability.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Starting line is brought to you by the Batter's Box in Woodlawn, perfect for your child's birthday party or any party in general. Give Scott Smith a call at 316-1437. Denny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside. Time for the starting lineup for the rivalry Jefferson County. I'll turn it over to Mr. Hugo for those right now.
Well, first we'll go, we're going to do it the way the IGSA said you're supposed to do it. First, 1-1, alternating from each team. Woodlawn Cardinals are going to start number 22, Ross Owens, while the Spartans will start number 10, Dylan Miller. For the Cardinals, it'll be number 24, Chase Phelps. For the Spartans, it'll be number 13, Justin Winchester. For the Cardinals, they will start number 30, Logan Wallerman, while the Spartans will go with number 22, Hunter Coggins. The Cardinals will also go with number 31, Jason Hateman, while the Spartans will go with Ryan Majewski. And for the Woodlawn Cardinals, they will go with Jake Robinson, number 35. The Spartans will counter as number 30, Austin Thumb. That's kind of odd.
That is odd.
That.
That's okay.
We'll try something better on the public address.
Yeah, it's okay. It's kind of mix people up at home. They weren't listening right. But it's okay.
It's supposed to be that way. I can go team by team while we have time.
That's all right. I'll do the
starting lineup one more time?
No. Once is enough. Mike McManus says the rule is one time and that's it.
Okay.
Starting lineup is brought to you by the Batter's Box in Woodlawn, equipped with a half basketball court, full-length padded cage and pitching machine, and climate control for year-round use. Call Scott Smith at 316-1437 to reserve it today. Waltonville will be the road team, dressed in their reds, trimmed in white and blue. Oh, yes. And Woodlawn will be the home team, dressed in white, trimmed in red and blue. The gym here at Christopher's 10 rows up on either side. Stage also here is filled with some football bleachers, about 6 rows up. So there will be a lot of people here in this one as we get ready to stuff the bleachers and stuff the stands here at Christopher. We feel will be a big game. 2 big games here, rivalry-wise, here tonight. Woodlawn being introduced to the crowd right now. I remind you, we're on Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. You can give us a like while you're there, checking things out. We have new content on there already. A lot of people giving us likes. You should as well. Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. This is about what I thought. As the evening goes along, Sesser and Christopher will fill this thing up to the end after that.
This will be one where you might want to hope the fire marshal stays away for a little bit. Maybe.
It's got potential. It's got potential to fill up.
And more seats are going to open up once the Devils filter on into the locker room at the end of the third quarter.
And that's the thing is, I think as the game time gets closer to the second one, where you had two games this year decided by a total of 4 points between the two, that will bring in some people. Some later rivals coming in for this one as well. As we get ready to go for the third time this year between Woodlawn and Waltonville and Woodlawn, the winner goes to the regional championship Friday night at 7 o'clock. To play the winner of Christopher and Sesser-Valier. Sesser-Valier has lost to Woodlawn, beat Waltonville, while Christopher has beat Waltonville but has not played Woodlawn. So that kind of gets you caught up on that.
That's the disappointing thing is that Minnie had the Bearcats and the Cardinals in a semifinal matchup, I believe, at the SB All-Day Tournament. It didn't end up panning out. Would have been a great game, but I think you see Christopher. Of course, we saw how they played last night. That's not a team I'd want to have to face, especially on that speed and know that that's been 1-1 throughout the season. I don't have to play any of these two teams in this game either. Good regional.
It will be Corey Miller, Eric Brannock, and the lead official, Mr. Blondie. We'll go again. Jumping again, reset the clock. Supposed to be 8 minutes, but we'll set it. People are jumping around. Here we go with 7:59 on the clock now. That's it. Oh, Waltonville moved on the tip, so it'll be Woodlawn basketball. Yep, Dylan Miller moved on the tip. So Woodlawn will get the basketball to start. So the alternating possession arrow, as they will say, once that ball's thrown up, you can't run off the tip circle like that. Yeah. Good call by the officials, so they'll run over and set the arrow. So the arrow will go to Waltonville. And that is how this one started. In 1 second of play, we've had a bit of everything. Waltonville will start man-to-man. Woodlawn has it. Logan Wallman on the left wing. To Phelps, top of the key. Over in the corner, Owens will open up with a three for the lead. No good. Rebound Zom for the Spartans to Winchester. It'd be interesting to see how those waiting for the second game route in the first game. That's usually what happens these kind of nights. Winchester on the left wing to Coggins. Coggins to the free throw line to Miller. Woodlawn, of course, man-to-man as well. Winchester, top of the key to Coggins on the left side. Coggins at the waist, now leaves behind for Zom, deep left wing. Now to Winchester, top of the key. Thought about the three, gets to the rim, bounce pass across the lane, turnover Waltonville.
Waltonville had the right idea there, try to isolate Zom off the block. Great backdoor play by Winchester. It looked like it might have gotten tipped out of bounds, but it didn't. And Zom was able to catch up with it for fear of running into the cheerleaders.
Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing can provide land clearing, grading, and other excavating services such as creating that dream pond behind your home. Give Luke a call today at 237-0552. Owens, top of the key. Pick and roll Hateman from the mid-range. It rolls off the mark. Robinson battles, tips around. Robinson to Logan Wallerman. He goes to the rim around Zom. Foul. Zom will pick up the first. Logan Wallerman will go to the line to shoot two. And obvious nerves here early on from these two teams in front of what will be a packed house.
Well, the emotion's always high when these two teams get together, so nothing unusual there, I guess you could say. But the fact that this is in a regional first time again since '98, these two teams see each other in the postseason, bound to be some nerves. Of course, Wallerman makes the first free throw.
First up and in, the next one coming here. We'll tell you any scoreboard updates tonight to come in will be brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Give Scott Owens a call, 242-3770, to get to a better state. With friendly advice, right level protection, and discounts you deserve. Wallerman makes both, and Woodlawn will pressure. Waltonville breaks it easily, and that's over and back. Mayaski was in the front court, threw it to Winchester. He did not establish position in the front court, and therefore it's over and back. Another turnover to the Spartans.
Tried the lateral, didn't work.
Nope, and that won't work here. You got to establish yourself. 6:50 to go in the first, just underway. Waltonville trails Woodlawn 2-0 here in the semifinal. First of two here tonight at Christopher. Hageman to Phelps, free throw line extended. Jump shot is good. Chase Phelps knocks it down. It's 4-0 Woodlawn, and they will pressure. Zom with it, had it, lost it, gained it back. Now throws it right side Winchester. Now stolen away by Owens. Owens looks right, goes left, now to the rim. Shot good and a foul. Dylan Miller's first, team second. Ross Owens with one and a bonus. 6-0 Woodlawn. They shake off the rust and the nerves first.
Well, most kids aren't going to come up with that turnover. Thanks to the wingspan of Ross Owens for coming up with that. Nice aggressive move off of the right block. Gets himself to the line for the N1.
February is American Heart Month. Know your numbers and make an appointment with your doctor today. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what health care should be. And they sponsor the player of the game when we do games. Owens knocks down the three-point play. 7-0 Woodlawn early here in the first. Winchester in the corner, back to Miller, up the left side to Coggins. Woodlawn pressuring, now back to Miller, over to Winchester, into the front court, trapped near the timeline. Winchester double team, ball tip. Mayaski has it, deep right wing. Now will dribble to the elbow. Top of the key to Miller, who holds and bounce one down to Coggins in the left corner. He's double teamed, splits it, bounce pass on, baseline good. Waltonville, much better job moving the basketball. 6 minutes to go in the first. Woodlawn leads 7-2.
Waltonville was pressured. They were even trapped. Key part of that play was they did not panic. Able to find Austin Zahn for an easy post-up.
Owens inside to Robinson, nothing doing. Out to Wallerman, 3, good. Logan Wallerman has 5 points in the first quarter, and it's 10-2 Cardinals. Miller goes up the side. Woodlawn really wanting to play a pressure game. Coggins into the front court. Left baseline, Zom steps out of bounds. It'll go back to the Woodlawn Cardinals. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. New content on there all the time. Give us a follow there. Here right now, Waltonville kind of out of the gate, muddy mess here. They're trying to get through things. Up on the left side is Robinson. Robinson has it in the left corner to Owens. Owens with it. Now back over to Phelps. Now back to Owens on the left wing. He goes baseline. Spin move to Hateman. Kind of made one up in the dirt there. Back out top of the key to Wallerman. Right side to Phelps. Waltonville man-to-man. Over on the left is Hateman. Now dribbles over to Wallerman left side. Inside to Chase Phelps. He got bodied a little bit. Has to go back out Wallerman. Once again, 3 is good. Logan Wallerman has 8 points in the first quarter. It's 13-2. Waltonville trails Woodlawn. Zom ball tipped out of bounds. Saturday Sports Show every Saturday morning on AM 940 from 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. Also online at WMIXsports.com. And Chris, a lot of talk here in this one, but Waltonville slow out of the gate and Woodlawn looking to pounce and in this one early.
Well, they are, and part of the problem has been the passing lanes underneath, and they turned it over twice just trying to go baseline.
There comes Mayaski up the right side, bounce pass across the lane to Zom, and it's good. Waltonville breaks the pressure. They can get some points. It's 13-4 now.
They can. Critical key to that is going to be Austin Zom, and of course, somewhat shaky on Monday night against Wayne City, but has looked calm, cool, and collected in the post tonight. 4 points.
Phelps to Hateman, top of the key. 4:28 to go in the first. Owens inside to Phelps, spins on Winchester, cut off. Throws right corner, Wallerman 3. Heat check is on, no good. Rebound to the free throw line, the Miller for the Spartans. Dillon will bring it across the timeline, left side to Cox. Over to Miller at the feet. Has to pick it up off the ground. Miller comes to the right to Mayaski, who dribbles twice, now 3 to the top of the key. He throws it right side to Miller, guarded by Owens. Now to Coggins. Coggins comes out, ball tipped in the air. Winchester Miller had it, stolen away by Owens. Owens and Hateman now behind the back fake. Owens shot no good. Rebound goes out of bounds off of Waltonville to be Woodlawn basketball underneath their own hoop. WMIXsports.com, your place for streaming of high school sports. A scoreboard update every night of the high school sports season if there are scores.
Ross Owens never ceases to amaze.
No.
Not at all.
This is his type of key right here. Wallerman to the rim. Heat check short. Blocked a little bit that time by Dylan Miller. Rebound to Mayaski. He'll get it to Miller up the left side across the timeline. Miller comes to the right, hands off the dribble. Winchester now passes to the left to Coggins. Coggins top of the key. He'll throw right side Winchester. 3:30 to go in the first. Waltonville trails Woodlawn 13-4. Top of the key, Winchester left side to Coggins. Over on the right, Winchester cut off, can't get a shot. Comes down the lane, pass stolen away by Owens. Owens throws it ahead to Phelps, who cherry pick down defense on the break. Behind the Waltonville defense, Winchester pushes. That's his first team's third.
Like the Cards game plan early, trying to let Winchester beat and try to force him to go to Zahn underneath. Conversely, of course, the Spartans are trying to keep it out of the hands of Robinson in the post. But I think what's been effective thus far is the fact that the Cardinals haven't panicked. Spartans out rebounding Woodlawn on the defensive side 4-0, but out of those 4 defensive rebounds, 3 have been turnovers.
Robinson and Owens play keep away. Robinson goes to the rim and scores, and a foul. Another opportunity for a 3-point play. That foul on Hunter Coggins, his first, team's 4th. And the Cardinals out to a 15-4 lead here with 3:12 to go. And Robinson was in his neighborhood that time. He'll have a chance to complete a conventional 3-point play. More people fill in. Robinson has another. 4th Cardinal to score here in the first quarter. It's 16-4 Cardinals over Waltonville. Coggins double-teamed right side of the floor, back court. Now throws it over to Winchester. He'll come up that right side. Now has it tipped away, and they got a reach-in foul. First foul on the Cardinals, and that is on Brett Harris, who is checked into the ball game. Logan Wallerman out after his hot start. side out of bounds. Dalton Bonner is in the ball game. The freshman in name only. He's played a lot of great minutes this year for Waltonville, especially here on the showcase. Winchester has it, top of the key, guarded by Hateman. Winchester left wing pass to Miller, comes around Owens to the rim, short. Rebound Robinson. Miller got in there and thought somebody was going to come over and swat him or foul him. He short-armed him. Hateman right wing from Owens. Now back to Ross, top of the key. Inside Robinson, jump hook in the lane, short, rebound Coggins. To Miller, and Waltonville will come the other way as more people fill in here at Christopher. Miller across the timeline, right side Winchester, over to Bonner on the right side. 2 dribbles to the left wing, now to Coggins, top of the key. Over left wing pass to Miller, guarded by Owens. Miller, 3 dribbles to the right, throws to Coggins on the right wing, back to Winchester near the center circle. To Zom on the left wing. Zom with it, back out to Bonner near the timeline. Now over the left wing, Miller. Miller looking for a screen, doesn't use it. Zom wanted a foul, couldn't get it. Goes after Owens again. Now Miller to Winchester for a 3. Good. Justin Winchester had a crack, and it's 16-7. Timeout, Waltonville with 1:56 to go.
That's a good look for Winchester. Off of the screen, just right at the top of the key, drains the shot easily. And, of course, we told you, Cardinals try not to let Winchester be the one that beats them, but Waltonville did a phenomenal job of setting up that screen.
Great job of setting up that screen. Also, Community First Bank. Make your own great play when you open a Community First Bank free high-yield checking account. That earns cash back. Just ask for one. Member FDIC. 1:56 to go in this one. In the first quarter, Woodlawn leads Waltonville 16-7. Stay tuned. Christopher and Sesser-Valier will follow up here in this one. A score from the Nokomis Regional. Diedrich leads 2 Strauss, 22-11. That's in the first quarter. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Give them a call, 242-3770, to get to a better state. It'll be Harris, Renault, Phelps, Robinson, Owens for Woodlawn. It'll be Miller, Bonner, Zom, Winchester, and Coggins for the Waltonville Spartans. Owens with it on the left side to the lane on the right-hand dribble. Pull-up jumper is good. Ross Owens has 5, and it's 18-7 Waltonville, or I should say Woodlawn. Waltonville has the basketball. Now up the side, Zom to Coggins. Coggins has it with it in the middle. He looks left to Miller, who comes to the top of the key. Now throws back left wing to Coggins. Coggins has it, lost it, stolen away. Owens gets it out to Phelps up the right side. Phelps has to pull back in the right corner, still on the dribble. Now on the right wing. And there's a whistle and a foul. We got an illegal screen on Jake Robinson underneath. That's his first, team second. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. That's how Chris and I arrived at this one. And, Chris, right now, Waltonville needs some offense.
Oh, they do in the worst possible way, down 11 at this point, just having trouble getting, when they do break the press, they're having trouble turning it over once they get across the timeline. Going to have to correct that.
Waltonville has it in the backcourt. Winchester comes back to the middle of the floor, still in the backcourt. Goes over to Miller up the right side. They get it across. Just under the 10-second limit. Miller to Bonner on that side. Miller right, Bonner right. Now he'll throw it over, and it's stolen away by Owens. Owens comes up the right side, fake bounce pass. No, bounce shot off the rim, no good. Harris had it, lost it, goes to the floor, and he traveled with a basketball. 50.5 left in the first.
First turnover of the night for the Cardinals comes to the 50.5-second mark. Spartans, of course, have 8.
Well, that's been the difference in this one.
Definitely.
As substitutions, Wallerman back in, Phelps out. Harris back in. Or Harris out and Wallerman in, as is Hateman. 50.5 seconds to go here in the first. Woodlawn leads 18-7. Zom with it baseline over to Miller up the right side, and Winchester comes back to the middle of the floor. Now over to Miller. They're going to have to go. Waltonville wasting a lot of time, and Parker Renault tips it out of bounds, and the count will begin as Waltonville was wasting a lot of time coming up the floor. 39.9 seconds to go. There you go. Somebody's always excited about basketball. Bonner will trigger side out of bounds in front of Jim Byrne. We're on the home side. Winchester with it. Backcourt ball tip. Owens had it, tipped it out of bounds. He was trying to get the ball up in the air and tip it to Renault, but he tipped it too hard and too far, and it goes out of bounds baseline. Waltonville right now struggling with the pressure of Woodlawn throwing at him. Length more than quickness bothering Waltonville.
Oh, it doesn't help when your front man is Ross Owens. He probably has the longest wingspan of anybody out there right now.
Right. Bonner gets it from Miller in the backcourt, back to Miller, middle of the floor. Tries to break the press up to Winchester. He brings it in front court, throws it to Zom up the right side. Back to Winchester to Miller, top of the key with 22 seconds to go. Over on the left side to Coggins. Coggins has it to Miller, top of the key. And now Waltonville trying to probably go for the final shot. They can't slow the tempo down because if they do, they're going to cause them more problems. With 6 seconds, Winchester skip past left corner Coggins for a three at the horn. It goes off the iron, claims, and at the end of the first quarter, Woodlawn 18, Waltonville 7. You're listening to the Christopher Regional on the Showcase on WMIX.
Mount Vernon is home to many wonderful people and things, and that includes quality cardiac care from Dr. Ruzaik Ibrahim. A skilled cardiologist, Dr. Ibrahim's training and scientific accomplishments have earned his designation as a Fellow of the American College of Cardiology. His services range from preventative care to the treatment of advanced heart conditions. For an appointment with Dr. Ibrahim at Crossroads Specialty Clinic, call 241-9071 or visit in person at 4113 South Water Tower, Mount Vernon.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
1 quarter in the book here at Christopher. The Woodlawn Cardinals lead the Waltonville Spartans by a score of 18-7. In the first of 2 games we'll have here tonight from the Christopher Regional. Sesser and Christopher to follow at the end of this one. It'll be Waltonville basketball to start this second quarter. Miller in the backcourt. Miller will bring it up the middle of the floor as Woodlawn drops back, goes man-to-man on this start of this second quarter. Spartans with it. That is Coggins on the right side for Miller. Dribbles to the top of the key over to Miller on the left wing. Now top of the key, Winchester over to Coggins. He'll come down the lane, splits a double team, and scores. Hunter Coggins with his first point. It's 18-9, Woodlawn. Parker Renault across the timeline for the Cardinals. He'll come over with Wallerman, Hateman, Phelps, and Bryson Sanders. Hateman has it right wing to Phelps on the left wing. See who Woodlawn looks to get a shot. Phelps with it to Hateman, the most experienced on the floor. Hateman goes inside Renault, and he traveled with the basketball. Good call by the official. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home. And Dick Ina, Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. 7:18 to go in the first half. Waltonville trails Woodlawn 18-9 here at Christopher. Miller up in the front court to Coggins on the left side. Coggins has it. On the dribble on the deep left wing. Coggins with it, backed by the Bearcat logo. Coggins will bring it up to the top of the key. He'll hold and look. Now to Zom, back to Coggins as Woodlawn in a 1-3-1 right now. Zone. Coggins top of the key. Woodlawn has tinkered with this all year. Coggins throws and the ball's kicked out of bounds, and Waltonville inbound side out of bounds. Very tentative Spartan team now seeing a 1-3-1.
Well, it is, but I mean, just take a look at this one. 18-9 right now. Spartans get the first points of the quarter and have a great opportunity here. I mean, try to get a nice little run to start the second quarter, but as you said, timid. Got to be a little bit more aggressive.
That's Winchester, top of the key, and he has his pass tipped and stolen by Phelps on the point of the 1-3-1, and Chase will go coast to coast and lay it in for his fourth point, and it's 20-9, Woodlawn. And now a restraining line violation. Waltonville stepped over the line on the inbound, and it'll go back to Woodlawn. Owens in for Renault with 6:34 to go in the first half. Stay tuned for the Red Lake College halftime show. They can save you thousands during college education. See how and apply online at rlc.edu. Owens will trigger top of the key to Bryson Sanders. He's looking for somebody to Phelps on the right wing with 6.5 to go in the first half. Phelps on the dribble to Owens near the center circle. Owens guarded by Miller. Waltonville man-to-man as they have been the entire game. Hateman on the right wing, guarded by Bonnet. Into Hateman on a curl from the left elbow to the right block. Shot no good. Tipped out of bounds off of Miller. It'll be Woodlawn basketball. Your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Inbounds Wallerman from the baseline. Logan goes to the rim and scores. He has 10 points, and nice to see if you're a Woodlawn fan, Logan Wallerman catch fire.
Oh, this. Good job out of the box set. Wallerman came down from the high post, was able to get in there, an easy post-up move, or at least made it look easy.
Coggins comes across the timeline to Winchester on the right side, right corner to Bonnet. Double team. Goes against the zone. This on ball tipped out to Miller, left wing Coggins. His three on the way. No good. Rattles out to Sanders at the free throw line for the Cardinals. Off to Owens off the right side. Ross goes left wing to Logan Wallerman. He goes baseline, picks it up back to Hateman, left wing to Owens, top of the key. 5.5 to go in the first half. Woodlawn leads 22-9. Phelps left corner. He'll throw up a 17-footer. Good. They dared him, and he knocked it down. He has 6 in the game, and it's 24-9 Woodlawn. Zom will bring it up the floor, back to Miller. Miller brings it up, middle of the floor, behind the back dribble, over on the left side. Comes back to the right, now front court to Bonner, left wing Coggins. Coggins over to Miller. The Woodlawn defense right now suffocating. As Miller goes right side to Winchester, corner Bonner. Over in the lane to Coggins. Coggins got away with a little stifle toe, and he shot blocked by Wallerman. Owens on the rebound. On the right side to Hateman. Hateman back to Owens with 4.5 to go. Now to Phelps, right elbow extended jumper, no good. Rebound in the lane. Ball on the ground. Zom has it with Sanders, and he throws it to Winchester, does Zom. Winchester crosses over. He'll bring it into the front court. He's looking to go left corner. Miller over to Coggins, and we got a foul on Bryson Sanders on the reach-in, and he clapped his hand and agreed with the official. First time maybe a player has agreed with an official. History of basketball.
He knew once the whistle blew, it was on him to the old clap out of frustration and not trying to show up the official or anything like that, just as frustrated at his own action.
Miller will trigger. They throw in the Zom. They caught Woodlawn sleeping, but Zom missed the layup. Rebound out to the wing to Hateman. He throws it up to Sanders, who catches and travels. February is American Heart Month. Know your numbers. Make an appointment with your doctor today. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what health care should be. Waltonville will have the day. Crossroads will sponsor the player of the game when this one's over. Miller will bring it up for Waltonville across the timeline. He'll come to the right side to Winchester. He'll come back to the middle of the floor to Coggins. Coggins with that screen and roll at the top. They go ball screen offense to Winchester. Now top of the key pass left wing to Coggins. Coggins will dribble now to the right to the top of the key to Zom free throw line. Works on Sanders and scores. Sanders had a fistful of jersey and no call because Zom was able to score. And it's 24-11 Woodlawn by 13.
That's a good move by Zom. Not only get the bucket, but to stretch out his jersey after the hand was clutching it full. Went from a large to an extra large.
Owens to Harris, left wing. Now to Sanders, free throw line. He'll hold, and they leave him open, so he shoots and misses. Rebound, Hateman, stolen away by Winchester. Hateman had the rebound, came down with it, and Winchester's quick hands got in there. And here comes Dylan Miller for the Spartans. And that ball's tipped by Owens, and Harris tips it out to Owens. It's 2-on-1, sophomore to sophomore. Owens to Harris scores and a foul. Bono will pick up the foul, his first, team's fifth. Brett Harris to the line to try to complete a three-point play.
We like what Shane Whistle's trying to do here, Danny. He's always tried to create his own depth as the season has progressed. And now some of these sophomores and underclassmen have become a grade higher, of course, by experience. Brett Harris, one of those, and a nice three-point play opportunity for the sophomore.
Well, free throw by Harris off the mark. Rebound to Zom with 3.5 to go. Looked like somebody opened a window when that released. But Miller will bring it across the timeline. He'll come to the right, now picks it up. Pass guarded by Owens, and they're frustrated. You can see Waltonville's a little frustrated. Woodlawn's defense really bothering them right now.
Well, we're talking about that depth. The Spartans just don't have the same depth the Cardinals have.
No, I look over at the bench, and Woodlawn's played 9 guys already. Waltonville has played 6. Zom to the rim, he got bumped on the knee. And that's going to be on Robinson, I believe, and that'll be his second, team fourth. Your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Miller to trigger baseline, throws it top of the key to Bonner to Coggins. With 3:05 to go in the first half, Woodlawn leads Waltonville 26-11. Miller to Coggins. Woodlawn in a 2-3. They're showing every batch of defensive mechanism they have. Coggins had it, lost, stolen away by Harris, and here comes Owens. Up the right side to Harris on the right wing, back to Owens to Phelps. Phelps top of the key, passes Hateman left wing, holds above his head. Skip pass right side Harris, he goes baseline. Brett pulls up, passes in the lane. Robinson, shot blocked by Miller, and Jake Robinson will go to the line to shoot 2, as I believe Miller's going to get, nope, that's going to be Zom. Miller gets the block shot. Zom with his second foul, and Robinson the line to shoot two. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. New content scores coming in. We are retweeting those as they come in. Robinson misses that free throw. Woodlawn right now not shooting free throws very well. But they'll have another, as will Jake Robinson be at the line. Second free throw is up and in. Jake Robinson hits 1 out of 2. He has 4. Shane Whistle wants a timeout. And with 2:38 to go, we're close to near the bottom of the hour. We need to pause for station identification here on the showcase.
Find WMIX Sports on Facebook. This is 50,000 watts of the showcase on WMIX FM, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
2:38 to go in the first half. People are wearing suits and ties and shouldn't be wearing suits.
I don't know if anybody in that family owns a suit.
If they do now,
well, yeah.
You betcha. And with 2:38 to go, wow, Woodlawn leads Waltonville 27-11. I guess we can confirm that Shane Garner is under the weather and will not be here tonight to coach the Red Devils. So
right
we know as of right now. But as Chip Basso is walking in, the athletic director at Sesser wearing an Armani suit. Very impressed with that.
Got to see his uncle earlier.
Yeah. As Waltonville has it with 2:37 to go, they trail 27-11. Miller up the right side to Winchester. He'll come back across to the left, now back to the right to Miller. Miller will throw to Zom, who comes to the middle of the floor. Miller with it over to Bonner. If any more former coaches at Sesser pop up, then the principal will be next. Miller with it over to Bonner on the right side. Bonner at the weight. Hands off to Miller, top of the key, with 2:10 to go to Bonner. Bonner with it, now on the right side, Winchester. His shot from three is off the mark. Rebound goes to Ross Owens. Owens will bring it the other way. Owens with it into the front court. Left side, right side to Phelps. Now Owens. Owens has it. Over to Hateman on the left side, back to Owens. Owens dribbling to the rim. Now throws out left side to Phelps. Shot no good. Harris on the rebound. He goes up over Bonner. Shot blocked. Rebound Winchester. Winchester will bring it the other way. Now Miller into the front court. Miller has it. Miller goes to the left side over to Bonner. Bonner with it over on the left side. Now to Bonner. Now top of the right side. That's Winchester. To the top, key pick and roll with Zom. Nothing there. Winchester has to throw it back out to Miller. Over on the left side. Now from Bonner back to Miller. Miller has it on the dribble to the left. Miller comes top of the key to Coggins over to Winchester. Winchester coming in the lane. Now to Miller. He'll come in the lane. Now kick in the corner. That's to Bonner. Now to Miller. Miller will throw out back right side to Winchester. Winchester in the lane throws up a shot. It's no good. Rebound Ross Owens. Waltonville that time couldn't get anything going, and Owens will bring it across with under a minute to go. 27-11, Woodlawn on top.
It's not a very well-oiled machine, that trip down the floor. A lot of unsuspectedness as 50-50 balls went a couple of places.
You got it. Owens on the right side. Now to Hateman. Woodlawn will go for the final shot. They also have the arrow to start the third quarter. 34 seconds left in the first half. Woodlawn leads Waltonville 27-11 in the first of two regional semis here tonight. We'll have the next one as well. Sesser-Valier and Christopher. Owens, Hateman, Owens, Harris. They play catch. Now Owens has it. Now over the left side to Hateman near the volleyball line. Hateman with 15 seconds. Hateman has it with 12 over to Owens with 10. Owens will come to the right wing with 7, with 6. Owens comes to the left with 3, with 2. Long 3 at the horn. Good. Ross Owens knocks down a 3, and after 16 minutes, it's Woodlawn 30, Waltonville 11. We'll take a break and come back with the Red Lake College halftime show. You're listening to the regional semifinals at Christopher on the showcase on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer, Ford Square, Mount Vernon. We have one of the hottest car lines in the industry with the Ford Fiesta, Focus, and Fusion. The Ford brand was the top-selling brand in the United States in 2013, and we at Ford Square are determined to make that happen again in 2014. Ford is number one because the Fusion hugs curves and embraces fuel efficiency. The Focus is your friend at the pump and your love on the road. And the Ford Fiesta is taking fun and efficiency further. We have over 40 of these cars in stock right now waiting for you. We can offer huge cashback savings and want to deal. We will do anything to make 2014 even better and keep Ford number one. Come see our associates at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway, Mount Vernon, Illinois, and we will show you why the best never rest. You can always view our new and pre-owned inventory online at fordsquare.com.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Rowley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Rowley at 237-0552. That's 237-0552. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
Enjoy fresh new market merchandise at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Paula Dean's new River House collection, and truckloads of new accessories are all 10 to 25% off. Or choose 24 months free financing store-wide at Newell's. So come in now while the selection's the best on America's favorite furniture. That's Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. New stuff and new savings.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
Too expensive to get back into shape? Not anymore. Ren Lake College's new fitness center is only $53 per semester. They've also thought of everything with universal machines, free weights, treadmills with dedicated TV screens, ellipticals, and more. Qualified dance instructors are also available. Or go at your own pace with DVDs that can be used in the exercise room. Best of all, it's open 7 days a week. Check out the Ren Lake College Fitness Center in the Marketplace off Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon. Or log on to renlakecollege.edu/fit center.
This is the Showcase on WMIX. The Ren Lake College Halftime Show starts now.
Time in the semifinal of Christopher game number 1. It's Woodlawn 30, Waltonville 11 here on the Ren Lake College Halftime Show. Ren Lake College offers over 100 green certificate programs for thousands less. See which is right for you with full descriptions, rlc.edu. Apply online while you're there. A couple of updated scores from the Twitterverse tonight as we follow. You can follow us at WMIX Sports. Couple of scores along the way, and we've got to get to the right spot. At the half, Oakville leads Lovejoy 37-31. In late second quarter, Dietrich leads Stu Strauss 42-20. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Give them a call, 242-3770, to get to a better state. We'll take a break, come back, we'll give you the state of the stats. Here in the first half, it's Woodlawn 30, Waltonville 11. You're listening to the Christopher Regional on the Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
Enjoy fresh new market merchandise at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Paula Dean's new River House collection, and truckloads of new accessories are all 10 to 25% off. Or choose 24 months free financing store-wide at Newell's. So come in now while the selection's the best on America's favorite furniture. That's Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. New stuff and new savings.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Halftime at Christopher. Woodlawn 30, Waltonville 11. Denny Czerwinski, Chris Hugo alongside on the Ren Lake College Halftime Show. Ren Lake College offers over 100 green certificate programs for thousands less. See which is right for you with full descriptions, rlc.edu. I'll turn it over to the aforementioned Chris Hugo for the scoring and stats of this first half. Well, for your team shooting there in the first half, the Woodlawn Cardinals were 8 of 19 for 42% inside. They were 3 of 5 outside for 60%. 11 of 24 from the floor for 45.8%. The Spartans, meanwhile, were 4 of 8 from two-point range for 50%. 1 of 4 outside for 25%. They were 5 of 12 from the floor for 41.7%. Free throw shooting, the Cardinals were 5 of 8 for 62.5%. The Spartans did not attempt a free throw in the first half. Woodlawn came back to out-rebound Waltonville there in the first half, 9-8. Cardinals have 4 offensive rebounds, 5 defense. The Spartans don't have an offensive rebound, just 8 defensive rebounds. And turnover disadvantage, and this is the difference in the game, in my opinion. The Spartans have 13 to the Cardinals 4. Individual scores, first for the Spartans, they have 6 from Austin Zom, 3 from Justin Winchester, and 2 from Hunter Coggins, while the Cardinals have, 10 from Logan Wallerman, 6 from Chase Phelps, 8 from Ross Owens, pardon me for going out of order, 2 for Brett Harris, and then 4 points from Jake Robinson. To give us our halftime score, the Woodlawn Cardinals 30, the Waltonville Spartans 11. And when you look at it, Woodlawn did a great job defensively, and I think frustrated Waltonville not only into not making shots, but a lot of turnovers in this game for Waltonville compared to Woodlawn, and Waltonville's been able to take advantage by scoring off of those. Well, and you take a look at another difference is, 4 of 8 inside. Cardinals did a great job of keeping the Spartans outside, and when they did get inside, I mean, it wasn't necessarily a great look, and I think that's been the key. If you really took into consideration great looks versus bad looks, the Spartans are probably actually 4 of 4 inside because those were wide open looks at the basket. But for the Cardinals, it's a diamond and one press throughout that first quarter that really kind of changed the complexion late in the first quarter. Then outscoring the Spartans 12-4 in the second quarter really just made the difference in this game and gave them that 19-point advantage at the half. Depth an issue, and definitely an issue here. The Waltonville's got to turn around over the next 16 minutes if they want to get to the regional final on Friday night. We'll take a break, come back with the second half here from the Christopher Regional the Showcase on WMIX.
The health of your kidneys has a big impact on your overall health, affecting everything from your blood pressure to your bones. And if you ever have a kidney problem, Dr. Kangura is here to help. Dr. Kangura trained at the Mayo Clinic and specializes in conditions ranging from kidney stones and uncontrolled high blood pressure to chronic kidney disease. Dr. Kangura sees patients at Crossroads Specialty Clinic. For an appointment, call 618-241-9071.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
Are the features with your free checking account disappearing? Hi, this is Nina Reitnauer, Relationship Banker with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. A free checking account from People's National Bank includes unlimited check writing, no minimum balance requirements, online banking, bill pay, a Visa check card, and only takes $100 to open. Stop by People's National Bank and get the free checking account you deserve.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, non-usage fees may apply.
Renley College's Adult Volunteer Literacy Program is looking for volunteers to help stop adult illiteracy. Give the gift of reading and be a hero forever. Renley College will provide you with training and materials to help adults develop the basic reading ability needed to excel. You can work one-on-one, tutor a small group, or work with students in an adult education classroom. Experience the joy of helping others and change a life. Call Renley College's Volunteer Partnership toll-free at 800-369-5321, extension 1342.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Community First Bank, the title sponsor of high school sports here on WMIX. Your community, your choice, your bank. With 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. 30-11, Woodlawn on top of Waltonville. Next game is Sesser-Valier and Christopher. Going to be hard to find a seat until the 2 teams from the next game leave and go get dressed. Well, exactly. I think you have quite a few spaces. You have basically 30 seats being taken up by the players alone. Cheerleaders, of course, when they come down to start cheering, of course, will relieve some of that. But right now, not many seats to be had in the gym. Saturday Sports Show every Saturday morning on AM 940, also online at WMIXSports.com from 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. It'll be on again this Saturday, archived at WMIXSports.com. Woodlawn will have the basketball to start the second half. Hateman, what do we got? 8 whistles. I heard an extra whistle, correct? I thought I did. Thought it was 1. All right, never mind. Here we go. Hateman throws it into Owens, and we'll begin. Waltonville in their man-to-man as Wallerman has it on the left wing. To Phelps, to Hateman, over on the right corner to Robinson. Robinson to Logan Wallerman, top of the key. Wallerman has it, will come over to the left side to Hateman. With 7:40 to go in the third, Woodlawn up 30-11. Woodlawn between the circles over to Robinson. Holds above his head in the corner to Wallerman. Wallerman back to Phelps to Hateman, over in the corner to Robinson. Waltonville defensively man-to-man. Woodlawn very patient here in this first possession. Left side, right side, Logan Wallerman. Top of the key, Hateman. Hateman down the lane, passes off Robinson. Right block, jump hook, up and in. Jake Robinson scores. He has 6. It's 32-11 Woodlawn. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. New content just put on there moments ago. And there's a ball kicked by Phelps out of bounds. It'll be Woodlawn or Waltonville basketball across the way. Pad save by Phelps. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. As Waltonville has it down 32-21 with 7 minutes to go. Waltonville playing their daubers down a little bit as Woodlawn forces another tip out of bounds, that time off of Miller, and it'll go to the Woodlawn Cardinals with 6:57 to go. Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. We just put new content on there. Give us a like while you're there. Keep up to date on things that we do on Facebook. Owens to Hateman on the right side with 6.5 left in the third. Hateman holds above his head, now to Phelps, top of the key. Phelps had a cutter, couldn't get it to him. Now throws left wing to Wallerman. One dribble to Owens, top of the key. Owens goes right side, Hateman. Hateman looking for a back screen to Owens, nothing there. He throws to Robinson, free throw line. Robinson holds above his head to Hateman on the right wing, guarded by Coggins to Owens. Owens has it over to Coggins. Coggins with it. Guards Hateman, who Hateman throws to Robinson inside Phelps. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, turnaround, no good. Winchester had it, lost it because Owens tipped it out of bounds. It'll go to the Waltonville Spartans. Bank on your hometown team. Community First Bank, home with a one account featuring free checking, high-yield interest, member FDIC. 6:13 to go.
So Kareem Abdul-Phelps is what you're telling me.
Well, we had Kareem Abdul-Gunter a few weeks ago. That got some love on the Twitterverse. And now we got Kareem Abdul-Phelps. Left wing Winchester. His open look first time in a while, and misses the three, and rebound goes to Phelps. Phelps will bring it up to Owens across the timeline. Pass to the post. Robinson catches it in traffic, puts it on the floor, strip. Now to Phelps, 15-footer long. Rebound, Robinson gets it, brings it out with him to the left corner. Robinson fighting hard in there, throws to Owens, top of the key. Woodlawn will run a play. Shane Whistle yells one out from the bench. Wallerman has it in the left corner. Wallerman now to Hateman on the left side, and we got Dylan Miller on a push. That's his second, team's first of the half. Rolly Excavating and Cement Finishing, located on Highway 15, has the trucks and equipment to deliver your topsoil and fill dirt. Call Luke today, 237-0552, for a list of services. Inbounds comes to Phelps on the left wing. Chase dribbles now out to Owens near the timeline, right side to Hateman. Hateman now to Phelps, holds above his head inside Logan Wallerman. Over Miller, shot good. Miller went stiff. Wallerman went into him. He backed out. It's 34-11, and Woodlawn pulling away.
Well, starting to, and the depth is just a huge, huge difference here. Cardinals, of course, played 9 in the first half. You're still seeing the starting 5 out there with very little rest for the Spartans.
Coggins throws it. The ball's kicked. It'll roll down here on the floor towards the Woodlawn cheerleaders. Sesser-Valier Red Devils go get changed. Watch people go get those seats. We can tell you about it. WMIXSports.com, your streaming home for high school sports. A scoreboard update every night of high school sports season that there are scores at WMIXSports.com. Miller, top of the key. We know that people are accessing the game tonight at WMIXSports.com in Teotopolis, Illinois. We appreciate them listening as Coggins splits the double team, but he traveled with a basketball. With 4:50 to go in the third, Woodlawn up 34-11. Chris and I will pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one's over. February is American Heart Month. Know your numbers, make your appointment with your doctor today. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. Inside Robinson from Owens on the pick and roll, and Robinson has 8. I also have a listener that's listening to us. Mr. E.O. Kareem Abdul-E.O. listening tonight to the broadcast. That pass gets out of bounds. Bona's going to come into the ball game for Myaski as Waltonville will inbound side out of bounds. Winchester will throw it in the backcourt to Miller. Miller across the timeline to the top of the key. Over on the left wing to Bona. Double team there. Walked again, but they let him get by with it that time as he split the double team. Miller goes right wing to Winchester. Winchester over to Miller. If Waltonville guards are catching on the perimeter, they are catching in the clear 30 feet away. After that, they cover up. Winchester right side. Comes around to the top of the key to Miller. Miller travels with a basketball. And he did. Good call by the official.
Well, he started to make his move, stopped because he saw a different opening and tried to contort and then go that way, but then took the extra step for the turnover. Third turnover this third quarter for the Spartans.
And Woodlawn will have it. Across the timeline. Over on the right side is Hateman. Now inside to Robinson, double team. Now throws it left side to Wallerman. He'll go to the rim, left it short. And it's either going to be Robinson or Wallerman on the foul. They were like a bowling ball through 10. It'll be on Robinson. That's 3 on him. First on Woodlawn of the third quarter. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios driven here tonight by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Let's try to get you a scoreboard updated next time through. Being a 6 o'clock game, a lot of games have not started or have started, don't have a lot of updates on. Left wing Coggins, now baseline. He goes to the block, cut off, has to dribble back out to the left side. Picks up the dribble, ball kicked by Chase Phelps out of bounds, and it'll go back to Waltonville on the reset. Oakville at the half leads Lovejoy 37-31. North Clay over Oblong at the half 19-16. Couple of 1A regional scores. Those scores brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Give them a call at 242-3770 to get to a better state and see why State Farm insures more drivers than Geico and Progressive combined. Miller on the right wing picks up his dribble off the inbounds. Now throws it to Winchester, top of the key. Winchester to Bona over on the right side to Miller in the corner. Coggins inside Zom, shot blocked Owens. Rebound Jake Robinson. Not Jake from State Farm, but Jake Robinson. Owens bounced past Wallerman. Wallerman went one way, didn't continue to the rim, and Owens left that pass there. Not a lot of people can see that.
State Farm's on the bench.
Yeah, State Farm's on the bench to the right. Don't think he won't know how many times we read those. Coggins with it on the right wing. Now out to Winchester, long three, up and in. One of the few open looks that Winchester has. He has 6. Nailed his second one there, and it's 36-14 Woodlawn with 2:50 to go in the third.
God, you hope for the Spartans this ends up as a bit of a shot of momentum, and maybe the Cardinals start to break down defensively.
Owens to Phelps, Robinson in the corner, and Robinson loses it. Here comes Waltonville. Miller up the right side on the dribble. Splits 1, 2, 3 defenders, and a reach-in foul. Looks like Logan Wallerman of Woodlawn reached in, and that's who it's on. His first, team second, and going to the free throw line will be Dylan Miller. Just shoot 2. If you're tired of big corporate banking, of a choice in Jefferson County, Community First Banks at home, and Dixon and Mount Vernon Woodlawn. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Holly Carroll, Chris Hugo, I'm Denny Czerwinski, your WMIX Sports Team tonight here in Christopher. First free throw by Miller is good. He'll get another, his first points of the game. 36-15, Woodlawn leads Waltonville. We once again thank everybody here at Christopher High School for their hospitality here, not only tonight, Monday night and Friday, the whole week, as Miller makes both. We appreciate all the help we've had from Jeff Johnston to Garrett Janello to Richard Towers to Eric Stallman to the great food in the hospitality room all week. Phelps on the should say, from full court from Owens, and Robinson went up for the miss and got the rebound. And what do we have? We have a foul on the outside. That foul's going to be on Winchester, his second, team second. 36-16, Woodlawn by 20 with the ball inbounding in front of us. We sit on the stage. Owens throws left corner Wallerman. His three's long off the mark. Rebound, Robinson puts it up and in. The ball was a little long off the mark, and Robinson's quick hands got it. He has 12. It's 38-16, Woodlawn.
He has 3 offensive rebounds in the quarter.
Woodlawn, Bona over to Winchester, over to Cox. Now off to Zom, off his hands. Owens on the steal. Kind of kicks it forward. Now gets it on the right wing behind the back dribble, and Miller gets a foul. It is a push. Miller's third. One of the things we talk about here in regional play, talking about the boys' side, I know Chicago Simeon has 6 in a row. Woodlawn has 6 regionals in a row. There's not many other teams since 4 class started to have 6 regionals in a row in their pocket besides Woodlawn and Chicago Simeon. Hateman in the right corner. has it. Now to Phelps at the free throw line. 15-footer rattles out, no good. And guys were battling for it, but Dalton Bonnet come up the rebound to Miller up the left side with 1:47 to go. Miller to the top of the key. Over on the right side to Coggins. His three on the way is long. Back iron. Rebound goes to Wallerman. Bonnet will get the foul. His second, team's fourth. 1:40 to go in the third. This gym's heating up a little bit, warming up.
Yeah, there's a few people here, and a few more waiting to come in, I think.
I think there's going to be a lot more come in here tonight. 38-16 Woodlawn on top. Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. We just put some new content on there, new picture and stats. Give us a like at Facebook.com/WMIX Sports.
Hot enough that Mr. Basso ditched the coat.
Where?
Over there by the doors that we came in.
Oh, see, that's wrong. Double dribble there that time on Woodlawn, because they brought it across the timeline. It'll be Waltonville basketball. I don't know who'd be best dressed. Nobody's wearing a coat tonight, so now we have to go tie only. Raby and Elders, the assistant coaches from Sesser, look pretty dapper there, but they're young bucks, so they look that way. Coggins with it to the top of the key. Left side to Miller. Miller with it, top of the key, over to Bond on the right side, top of the key, Winchester. Winchester now to Miller. He'll go baseline to the rim. Shot, foul, no good. Miller will go to the line again to shoot two. Third foul on Woodlawn with 1:10 to go in the third quarter. That foul's on Owens, his first. And Dylan Miller will go to the line to shoot two. Sesser Auto Body brings you the post-game show. They're pre-approved by most insurance companies, which means they can get you on a vehicle on the road faster. Next time you have a collision, see the collision pros at Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. Miller at the line, made the first, and makes the second. He gets a double dip, has 4 in the quarter, all from that charity strike. 1:08 to go. Woodlawn quickly to Hateman, right corner. He's going to launch a three, up good. Jason Hateman knocks down a three, or what looked like a three in my book. That was an awful drawn three, but it's 41-18. I drew one that was unbelievably ugly. Winchester will get his on the left wing for the answer is good. Woodlawn dared Winchester, and he said, that's the second open look I've had tonight, and I'm taking it, and he knocked it down, and it's 41-21 Woodlawn with 40 seconds to go in the third. Owens picked the ball up in the backcourt to Hateman just in the front court. Dangerous play here by Woodlawn. Hateman to Robinson, baseline, shot, too strong. Robinson gets it up, puts it up, no good. They're going to try a third time, but won't get a chance. Winchester crowds the rebound, 30 seconds to go. Here comes Miller across the timeline, right side to Coggins. Behind the three-point line, now back to Winchester, top of the key. Winchester with it. He'll give it to Miller, and Miller will dribble out the clock, or dribble to the top of the key as time runs off. Coggins to between the circles as he dribbles. And he looks. He's looking for somebody. Now he gets it to Miller. Miller down the lane around 2 defenders and is fouled. With 1.5 seconds left, another foul on Ross Owens, his second. And kind of like we saw Monday night with Christopher and Weber, you see a team get ahead, and then you see that team get lazy defensively.
Well, they do. And then, of course, try to swat the ball away as some sort of last-ditch effort to prevent the player from getting into the basket. Now Miller goes to the line where he's perfect thus far. Stays perfect now, 5 of 5.
Eric Solomon walking by. He gets ready to go down and talk to his team, 41-22. You know, in the Christopher locker room, their own personal locker room, they have a air hockey table.
Do they really?
Oh, yeah.
Does it belong to Coach Solomon?
I don't know who it belongs to, but it's in there. They have a lot of good times down there, team bonding, they say. Miller makes the second, 41-23. Waltonville trails by 18. Austin Ballard at the 3.5 line will have his three-point shot blocked by Dylan Miller. We have played 3 quarters. It's Woodlawn 41, Waltonville 23. Back for the fourth at the Christopher Regional, the showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
3 quarters in the book in the first of 2 regional semifinals here from Christopher. Woodlawn leads Waltonville 41-23. Denny Czerwinski, Chris Hugo alongside. And this is not the way that the Spartans hoped it would go. Woodlawn's defense controlling things early and often.
Well, I think that if you're Spartans, you kind of hope that after keeping it close in the first matchup on your home floor and then seeing them again at the MTC, that maybe things would go your way a little bit better here on a neutral floor. But after that Odin loss, this isn't the same Woodlawn team.
Inside, Miller shot, no good. He was fouled. He got fouled, got knocked to the floor. Bonner on the rebound. Bonner with it to Coggins, baseline Miller. Miller goes up for a shot around Ballard and scores. Dylan Miller has 8 points in the second half. 41-25. Waltonville down 16. Owens across timeline left side to Renault. Renault has it inside to Ballard, and he's blocked by Winchester, and that's his third. Team's 5th. And it'll be Woodlawn basketball in front of the stage here as we sit. Brian Lahr, I would assume, being the JV coach, would be the man in charge tonight for the Red Devils. Owens in the corner to Ballard. He has been in a lot of big games in the last few years on that bench. Should have no problem. Owens with a 3 short, no good off the mark. Rattles off several Waltonville players. And it'll go out of bounds back to Woodlawn here in front of us. Make your own great play when you open Community First Bank. Free high-yield checking account that earns cash back. Just ask for one. Member FDIC. Owens throws it into the corner to Phelps. His shot from 15 off the iron. Owens throws it back behind to Phelps. He tipped to those long old arms and got it back to Phelps. Renault to Owens to Phelps to the free throw line. Down the lane, left block pass Ballard. What a look by Phelps, and Ballard makes the layup. Man. Ballard gets in the book. His first 2 is 43-25 Woodlawn. Miller goes baseline. Miller goes left, now to the block. He is fouled by Owens again. That's Owens' third, team's 5th, and Dylan Miller goes back to the line. He has 8 in the game, all here in the second half.
Miller had a great look. If he could have led Owens into the screen set by that pretty screen by Zom, instead went the other way. It allowed Owens back into the play, and now into the free throw line, but up until that point, he was 6-6.
Miller left it short, and he'll get another. Hateman in for Phelps with 6:51 to go in the game. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. That's how we got to this one. Miller will shoot one more with 6:51 left. Free throw is up and in. Miller gets 1 out of 2. He has 9. It's 43-26. Woodlawn used a big advantage in this quarter. Hateman shoots a 3 and misses, gets his own board off his head, and Miller takes the way up the left side. Dylan to the middle of the floor. Spins, looks, foul ball on the floor. Coggins has it, top of the 3 coming. No good. Rebound to Owens. Did not make it from the top of the key from 3. Owens across the timeline. Goes left side. Parker Renault on the left wing. Renault skip pass right wing to Hateman inside to Ballard. Makes a move back to Renault to Owens. Top of the key to Hateman. Woodlawn passing the ball around. Underneath, high-low Harris Ballard. Winchester flat shove Ballard across the lane. That's 4 on Winchester and 6 on Waltonville.
I suppose you have to do what you have to do in that situation, but that's 2 minutes for cross-checking in some leagues.
While they set up for 2 free throws and get going, we are top of the hour. We need to pause for station identification on the showcase.
This is 50,000 watts of the award-winning basketball showcase on WMIX FM, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a Withers Broadcasting superstation.
Shane Garner has made his way into the gym, so nobody's coaching tonight except him. Ballard missed both free throws with 6:10 to go. He went Willis Reed on it. Just walked in with 6:06 to go. Miller top of the key. Down the lane he comes, and he gets fouled again. Boy, Dylan Miller, he's been getting very aggressive in the second half. Wondered if he could have done that a little bit more in the first half. That foul's on Ballard. That'll be his first, team 6. Make your own great play when you open a Community First Bank free high-yield checking account that earns cash back. Just ask for one. Member FDIC. Miller makes the first. Shane Garner is in the building. He will be coaching tonight. As a lot of people here, he's been under the weather.
Going around.
It is going around.
Of course, you can always theoretically say that in basketball season.
Oh, it is, yeah. Miller makes both.
That'd be right.
43-28. So we got everybody situated for game 2. Over on the left wing to Renault. Renault back to Owens, now over to Hateman. Waltonville in his zone. They lob inside. Robinson was left all alone. He scores on the left. He has 12. Waltonville went zone. They had 3 guys playing man, 2 guys playing zone. That don't work. Miller across the timeline. Goes on the right side to Bonner. Bonner with it. Now out to nobody. Time clock. Timeout, Brian Gamble, 5:34 to go. Waltonville trails 45-28. And this is one of those that Waltonville can't get back into. The turnovers are costing.
Well, turnovers have been a nightmare, of course, I think, for the Spartans, and obviously frustrating Coach Brian Gamber. But I think the thing is, when you take a look at the lack of depth that they have, I mean, that's a huge, huge advantage for the Woodlawn Cardinals. And a lot of teams don't have, Danny. Games that they've been in, able to play some of their depth, some of that talent pool that's been coming up year after year after year. And I've been able to build about a 10, 11-man depth. And, I mean, most teams aren't going to have that. And for a team like Brian Gamber's that may have a 5 or 6 deep roster right now, of course, with a lot of varsity experience, it's going to be tough to compete with that. But you give the Spartans a lot of credit for trying to execute here in the fourth quarter and try to make some things happen. Dylan Miller's been good for the free throw line, and, of course, Winchester's finally been able to find some good looks. And while there's been a difference in the second half, ultimately probably won't be a difference in the ball game unless something happens over the next 5:34 where they can start kind of cutting this deficit down a little bit and getting themselves back in the game. But not over yet, obviously, but it's going to be very, very tough to do. But this timeout, maybe it'll help. Maybe come out here and do something magnificent that'll lead to a nice little run.
We'll pick the Crossroads Community Hospital play of the game when this one is over. February is American Heart Month. Know your numbers. Make an appointment with your doctor today. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what health care should be. Waltonville will trigger baseline. Dylan Miller will trigger. He will throw out top of the key to Coggins over the left side Winchester. Now back top of the key to Miller. Woodlawn, and it looks to be a 1-2-2. They have played about every defense tonight, and I haven't seen any of them over the last 5 or 6 years.
Keep the scouts on their toes, I guess.
Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen. Tom at the free throw line. Bounce pass right block. Bonner goes up and scores amongst the trees. Dalton Bonner scores at 45-30. Woodlawn only have 15 with 5 to go. Owens left side to Harris. Skip pass right side to Hateman against this zone. Now goes left wing Harris. His 3 on the way is off the mark. Hits the back side, and it will go to Waltonville. Team rebound. WMIXSports.com, your streaming home for high school sports. Scoreboard update every night of high school sports season from August till June, every night and day that there are high school sports scores. Miller will bring it into the front court after he tried to get it across without any time going off. Miller to the top of the key. He gets hooked by Harris. That's his second. 15-point game with 4:50 to go. It's a little tighter than what Woodlawn would like it right now, I believe.
I think when you see it, of course, 18-point lead after 3 quarters, of course, but it was a 19-point lead at the half. I think you hope to be up by a little bit more and continue to start to run away with things. But Spartans did a nice job hanging around with Miller at the free throw line, maybe to get some points with time standing still. Who knows what could happen?
First free throw by Miller is good. Timeout, Shane Whistle. This is a focused timeout. As Woodlawn will come over, it's 45-31. Waltonville only down 14 with 4:50 to go. Saturday Sports every Saturday morning on AM 940, also online at WMIXSports.com from 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. every Saturday morning. Now, as we see people start to hang outside in the cafeteria area, a lot of people trying to slide in. There's that guy with no tie at the door. But this is one of those where basket here, basket there by Waltonville. Woodlawn's got to turn the Jets back on. I think Woodlawn's kind of kicked it down a notch here or two.
Well, I think that's what they're trying to do. As you notice, Coach Wetzel, of course, is putting in, going a little bit deeper down the bench there in parts of the third quarter. Now you got to try to re-energize and find that octane you had when you kind of had the foot to the throat back in the second quarter. And that's not easy to do. It's not easy to kickstart after you've kind of gone into a bit of a lull and try to settle things down and not use all of your energy tonight.
Sesser-Valier and Christopher will follow as Miller makes both. Man, he's been a free throw shooting machine. Here in the second half, he is 11 of 12 from the free throw line. There's the Phelps in the lane. That was the missed layup. Left it short. Here comes Waltonville. Here's what I said. 4:40 to go. Waltonville's got life, down 13. Bond in the right corner, inside pass tipped by Robinson, stolen away. Phelps with it in the front court on the dribble. Picks it up now to Hateman on the left side. Hateman will dribble between the circles, got bumped by Bonner. Interesting.
Tell you what, ADD notwithstanding, I have Waltonville for only 2 turnovers here in the fourth quarter.
Well, they have changed a little bit, taking care of the basketball. Hateman will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. He has 3 points tonight. Winner of this game plays Friday in the regional final. Winner of this regional goes to the NCOE sectional to play the winner of the Goreville regional. ZR got to the final game last night by beating Shawnee. Goreville tries to get there tonight as Hateman makes the first. He has 4. 46-32. As Hateman will go to the line, shoot. There you go. There it is. Second free throw is good. Mike Ferreira behind us.
Yeah,
7:32.
New contract for Fashion Apparel. Looks good.
Yeah. He signed a big deal. That's obvious. Miller with it across the timeline, right side Winchester. Now left block pass to Bonner over Owens and scores. Woodlawn going for steals and shot blocks. And it's 47-34. They're only up 13 with 4:10 to go. And then there's this apparel here. Across the timeline is Hateman, lob inside Robinson, Waltonville ball chase, and left Jake open. He has 14. It's 49-34 with 4 to go. Miller up the left side. Miller over on the right side, Winchester to Coggins. Skip left wing, Miller. Miller looks, now has come back to the right, throws it, and is tipped out of bounds by Walterman. Woodlawn took the crowd out of this one early. Flat took them out. Nobody could root for the underdog, and everybody's been quiet ever since, even though Woodlawn's only up 15.
And it's still a decent atmosphere. A lot of crowd in here. Of course, many of them taking the second game, but, I mean, you take the crowd out of it, it's not easy for them to get pumped back up either.
Coggins in the left corner, lob pass inside Bonner amongst the trees. Kicks it right wing to Miller. Dillon with it with 3:30 to go. Works baseline, throws inside to Bonner, now to Zom. In the lane, shot off the iron, rebound Robinson. Oops, watch that. Okay, Robinson throws to Owens. 3:25 to go. Woodlawn will look to get to their 7th straight regional championship game. And Robinson got pushed and no foul. Wow. Holy cow. Here comes Winchester up to Bonner. Bonner works right corner to Coggins. His 3 on the way. Short rebound, Bonner underneath. He'll go up with it. Blocked Owens. Rebound Wallerman. Wallerman gets it to Owens. Owens throws it to Phelps. Now over to Robinson. Now stolen away by Miller. Miller will come the other way. Hateman got away at the push. Miller to the floor, and he traveled. Little bump, little push. 15-point lead. Officials are kind of pocketing the old whistles here.
Well, they are, and I'll tell you what, if you want to get the crowd fired up, just do that.
Yeah. Both coaches not happy. Lots of fans not happy at the no call. You got to call it, no matter the points or whatever. You got to call it. I mean, I'm sorry. I know you're up. The game's a 15-point game, but you have to call it first period like you do second. Same thing again. They found Robinson wide open as Owens went to Hateman right wing. The Waltonville defense went out there, and Robinson was left underneath. Coggins with it on the right side. Picks up that dribble. And over up to Hateman. Now Winchester. As Hateman let Winchester go, and he shoots a 3 and scores. 51-37. Waltonville trails by 14 with 2:29 to go. Not over yet. Brad Beatty, the Weber Township boys coach, listening in tonight. Sure thrilled with the latest edition of recruiting out of the Chicago area today to other teams. With 2:29 to go in the game, Woodlawn leads 51-37. Christopher and Sesser will follow. Here after
our buddy Phil.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. Now I know.
They call him RJR for short.
Called second hand. 2:29 to go. Woodlawn leads 51-37. We're having a good time.
Somebody from North Carolina.
Yeah, somebody from Tar Heel fans. Waltonville has gotten back to within 14. Stay tuned for the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. We'll have scoring and stats. Little scoreboard update. And we'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Woodlawn will trigger the inbound. Up to Hateman, to Wallerman, and a score. Logan Wallerman has 14. It's 53-37. Woodlawn made that look easy, breaking the Waltonville press. And Waltonville has a back right corner, Coggins. Coggins with it. Now throws the top of the key to Winchester. Down the lane, ball tipped away by Owens. Owens with it up the right side. Owens bounce past Robinson, no good. Rebound goes to Zom. Zom with it will bring it up with 2 minutes to go. Zom with it will coast to coast. Lost it out of bounds off his foot. And it'll go back to the Waltonville Spartans. Former Waltonville Spartan Trey Widges listening in as well.
A lot of Widges in attendance tonight, too.
Oh, they're everywhere. They're listening on us online at WMIXsports.com, everywhere. Here comes Woodlawn with 1:50 to go. Watch out. Phelps with it, goes left side over to Owens. Owens has it and goes to Hateman. Hateman right side, that is to Robinson, back to Hateman to Owens. Owens with it. Will throw Hateman over to Wallerman. Wallerman now to Owens as this thing starts to wind down here quickly. Here early on in this fourth quarter, late fourth quarter, I should say. Hateman near the top of the key. And he'll throw, and Winchester gets called for the foul. And Justin Winchester is fouled out with 12 points. And that will end a pretty good career for Justin Winchester as he fouls out to an applause from the Waltonville faithful. And now Jason Hateman will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. That's pretty good. Hateman with it. We found that on the Twitterverse at WMIX Sports. Hateman makes the first. Plenty of seats available if you're coming down the road. There's lots of room here on the stage. Several seats over behind the home bench available bleacher-wise, but we're telling you there are a lot of people waiting in the hallways to get in. But certain administrators, we can get you in. Here comes Waltonville. They trail 55-37. Zom right side to Coggins, top of the key on the dribble with 1:08 to go in this one. Coggins back to Miller on the left wing. Long three, Dylan Miller. Good. Dylan Miller has carried the Spartans back to within 15, 55-40. Owens up the right side on the dribble. Picks it up. Double team, and it's foul. And Owens will go shoot the 1-and-1. Actually, might be two shots by this point. It is the ninth. It's only a 1-and-1. As Owens will go line to shoot the 1-and-1. And another foul on Zom. That'll be his third, team's ninth, with 51.4 seconds to go. A lot of people out in that hallway waiting to get in for the next one. Owens has 9. He'll have another. It's 56-40 with 51.4 to go. There's a lot of people in the gym. There's a lot of people waiting to get in.
Should be a good atmosphere.
Yeah. This next game's going to have it.
Of course, I tend to understate things a lot.
No. Owens' second free throw. This next one has got a lot on it. Two teams that have played each other twice, and the total margin of the two games has been 4 points. 57-40, Waltonville trails Woodlawn by 17. Coggins on the right wing will shoot a three over Robinson and Wallerman. No good. Ball rebound underneath Zom. He'll put it up and in. Zom has 8. Timeout Brian Gamber. It's 57-42 with 37.1 seconds to go. This game is ending early. So the question will be, with it ending around 7:15, how long they will wait to start the next one, because it is not scheduled till 8 o'clock. That's the magic of postseason. What I did not understand, Chris, and we talked about this on and off the air, is without the three-point contest on any night of the regional but Friday, and they have it before the last game, you don't need to have a 6 and 8 o'clock times on two-game nights. You have 6 and 7:30. You got it under control.
Right, and it's better, unless you're clearing the gym, to have it that way, just because of the sheer fact that you would rather start late than have to start early. And you have people that might be setting their clocks, their phone reminders, or their watches, if they still use them, to 8 o'clock and trying to get here by 8 as opposed to getting here in time. You know, now you're forcing people with the uncertainty and maybe have to try to get in the gymnasium at some point during the first game and rush from a prior event or rush from work. And, you know, it's something that they might look at is going 6 and 7:30.
Well, the Devils are over in the corner, and they look like they're ready to go. I don't know what they'll do. You can't start a game 45 minutes early, I wouldn't think. Owens up the left side in the backcourt, throws it to Hateman in the front court on the right wing, and he's fouled by Bonner. Waltonville's going to play all the way through. That's the 10th team foul of the Spartans. And Hateman will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. He has 7 points on the night. Woodlawn will advance to the regional final on Friday night at 7 o'clock. They'll play the winner of Sesser-Valier and Christopher. The winner of this regional goes to North City. For the sectional, as Hateman makes the first, that winner of this Christopher regional plays the winner of the Goreville regional. 58-42. Hoping to get scoreboard updates from everywhere tonight, as people are subbing in and out. Both benches are clear. And on this night of hockey returning to regular season play, lines are cleared here. Not see that. Oh, yeah, there it is. Second free throw, no good. Hateman missed it. He wanted it to go in. Rebound goes to Waltonville. Dylan Miller up the left side, and that's a foul. Hateman's walking around. I don't think anything's wrong with him. He just wants to go out of the game, I think. That foul is on Jason Hateman. That's his first, team 10. And Dylan Miller back to the free throw line. We'll have a scoreboard update coming up on the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. Goreville's up big 22-5. That is in the first quarter. So Goreville and Ziegler lining up for another matchup in that regional final there. 58-43, Miller at the line. Where's our man? Look at him. Second free throw, Miller no good. Gets his own board and runs it back out with 25 seconds. Miller throws one up again. No good, but a foul. Dylan Miller is everywhere. That foul is on Hayden Baker, his first. And Waltonville down 15 with 22 seconds left. First free throw, Miller up, no good, and he'll get another one. And the finality of every time when the season ends, you see seniors knowing they're not going to put that jersey on anymore. Miller makes the second. Dylan Miller has been everywhere. He goes out of the game, 58-44, with 22 seconds left. Woodlawn will go to the regional final on Friday night at 7 o'clock, playing the winner of Sesser-Valier and Christopher. We're awaiting the final score here as time runs down with the subs in the ballgame. And with that, the clock will tick down. Woodlawn is going to hold to the end. Your final score tonight, Woodlawn 58, Waltonville 44. We'll take a break, come back with the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. You're listening to the Christopher Regional on the Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
The batter's box in Woodlawn has 17-foot ceilings with a half basketball court, full-length batting cage, pitching machine, and climate control for year-round use. The batter's box is a great place for basketball, baseball, or softball practice with active clinics and lessons in the spring and fall. Contact Scott Smith at 316-1437 to reserve the batter's box for your team or party. Speaking of parties, plan your next birthday party with the batter's box. Located at 614 North Main in Woodlawn. Call 316-1437 for prices and availability.
So how do you really know your bargain insurance isn't going to cost you big if you have an accident? Talk to someone who knows. Scott Owens, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. He can help make sure you have the coverage you need while saving money in the process. Get to a better state. See State Farm agent Scott Owens at 1810 Broadway in Mount Vernon and begin a saving full relationship. Or call 242-3770. That's 242-3770.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Rowley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Rowley at 237-0550. 0552. That's 237-0552. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
This is the Showcase on WMIX. The Sesser Auto Body postgame show starts now.
Final score tonight in Game 1 of the Christopher Regional semifinals. It's Woodlawn 58, Waltonville 44. This is the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. Sometimes things happen in an automobile that are beyond your control. When they do, take your vehicle to Sesser Auto Body and get you on the road quicker in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. Scoreboard updates and finals. Oakville over Lovejoy, 78-58. Madison over Brussels, 62-47. Dietrich over Stu Strauss, 76-37, and Casey beat Marshall, 55-42. Partials, Sparta leads trails Pinckneyville into 1-11-10. Fairfield over Floor, 18-12. Murphy over AJ, 19-11. Goreville over Steelville, 24-7. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Give them a call, 242-3770, to get to a better state. We'll take a break, come back. While scoring and stats of this one, you're listening to the Christopher Regional on the Showcase on WMIX.
Backaches, bad hips, rickety knees? Why not try aquatic therapy? The Red Lake College Aquatic Center has more than a swimming pool. Try a 6-lane, 75-foot lap pool, along with a whirlpool 10 feet in diameter and a 10-foot by 20 hydrotherapy pool. Aquatic therapy is very affordable. In many cases, the tuition is waived entirely. With special access and dressing areas for the elderly and physically challenged, getting in the water is easy. Experts are on hand to assist with various areas of aquatic fitness and rehab. Call 437-5321 extension 1207 or visit rlc.edu.
Enjoy fresh new market merchandise at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Paula Dean's new River House collection, and truckloads of new accessories are all 10 to 25% off. Or choose 24 months free financing store-wide at Newell's. So come in now while the selection's the best on America's favorite furniture. That's Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. New stuff and new savings.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. Doctors Kowalski and Smith, the professionals at Orthopedic Center, specialize in back and neck pain. So put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Final score tonight, Woodlawn beats Waltonville 58-44. This is the Sesser Auto Body postgame show to remind you to drive safe on the way home to tonight's game. If you have, next time you have an accident, see the collision pros of Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. I'll turn it over to Chris Hugo for the scoring and stats for this first game. Well, scoring and stats here. Wow, they've started the clock. Said they weren't going to start until 7:30. Woodlawn Cardinals are 17 of 40 inside for 42.5%. They were 4 of 11 outside for 36.4%. 21 of 51 to the floor for 41.2%. Spartans were 8 of 22 inside for 34.8%. 5 of 13 outside for 38.5%. They were 13 of 36 to the floor for 36.1%. Free throw shooting, the Spartans were 13 of 16, all those from Dylan Miller for 81.3%. Cardinals were 12 of 18 for the free throw line for 66.7%. Cardinals out-rebounded Waltonville 22-21. Turnover disadvantage belonged with the Spartans, 21-8.
taking a look at your individual scores, Spartans had 15 second-half points from Dylan Miller, 12 from Justin Winchester, 8 from Austin Zom, 4 from Dalton Blana, and 2 from Hunter Coggins, while the Cardinals had 16 from Jake Robinson, 14 from Logan Wallerman, 10 from Ross Owens, 8 from Jason Heyman, 6 from Chase Phelps, and 2 apiece from Brett Harris and Austin Ballard to give us our final score of the Woodlawn Cardinals 58, the Waltonville Spartans 44. Take a break, come back, pick the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. You're listening to the Christopher Regional and the Showcase on WMIX.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Rowley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Rowley at 237-0552. That's 237-0552. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
Chrysler continues to raise the bar with huge incentives. Hi, Roy Schmidt Chrysler dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. Chrysler is offering a $3,000 rebate on all new 2014 Dodge Avengers, plus an additional $500 when you finance through Chrysler Capital. That's $3,500 in incentives on the all-new 2014 Dodge Avenger. Bring in your trade, even if you owe $9,000 more than it's worth. Our finance department will get to work for you and find the best rate and payment possible. Come talk to one of our sales associates and see how you can drive away in one of our over 25 in-stock 2014 Dodge Avengers. We are at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or browse our inventory at kingcitychryslercenter.com.
A digestive problem can affect every area of your life. But now there's a specialist right here in town who focuses on digestive health. Mayo Clinic trained Dr. Tegpaul Atwal has opened the only gastroenterology clinic in Mount Vernon. Dr. Atwal treats acid reflux, gallbladder problems, inflammatory bowel disease, ulcers, and more. For your appointment with Dr. Atwal at Crossroads Specialty Clinic, call 618-241-9071.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Time to pick Crossroads Community Hospital players of the game. We'll pick one from both, and we have decided on who. Well, I'll tell you what, for the Waltonville Spartans, heck of an effort in that second half by Dylan Miller. We talked about the free throw stats, and, of course, Dylan went 13 of 16 from the free throw line, had 15 points for the night for the Spartans. For the Woodlawn Cardinals, Logan Wallerman had 10 first-half points, 14 points for the night. And Dylan Miller for Waltonville and Logan Wallerman for Woodlawn are your players of the game tonight. Crossroads Community Hospital reminds you February is American Heart Month. Know your numbers. Make an appointment with your doctor today. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what health care should be. We're going to roll into the Coach House Garage's pregame show for game number 2. If you're in need of a garage, fix your car, price, possessions, Coach House Garages has the building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-side estimate. Take a break. Come back for the pregame with Sesser-Valier and Christopher. You're listening to the Christopher Regional and the Showcase on WMIX.
A Coach House Garage.